Alright guys, what is going on? We got another flashlight review, and we've got one on the BLF Q8 Budget Life Forum. Again, this time made by Thorfire, and sent to me again by Banggood. You get this generic kind of cardboard box, and then you get two manuals in English, because this light can have up to, what am I right here, 12 modes, or groups, excuse me, 12 groups you can program this light into. Kind of crazy. I see these things and I go, okay, this is really made for really flashlight enthusiasts, which is fine. Very cool that you have all that functionality, but out of the box, I'll show you how it works. So it runs on four 18650s. It's got 4 LEDs, as you can see. It's one of those can style lights. It can put out to 5,000 lumens, and with a range of, I believe, 450 meters is your max on that. So it's a beast of a light, guys. 4 LEDs, 5,000 lumens, 450 yards of throw. And we'll show in the beam shots quite a bit of flood as well. Runs on 4 18650s. It's a very well made, heavy duty flashlight. These run about $60 on Banggood. For what you get out of the performance, it's hard to beat. What's really cool about this light too, I want to point out real quick, is it has a attachment point here for a tripod. So if you want to throw a tripod on this thing, in fact, I think I do. I think I have a mini tripod hanging around. Check this out. I actually put it on my big camera tripod, but if you want, this one's probably gonna be, no, look at that. So you can have a little tripod. Put this flashlight on a tripod, use it as like a searchlight or something like that. It's pretty cool. You know, put it on your campsite. You know, even this little tripod would be actually pretty useful. I never thought about that. I just had it sitting around. So pretty interesting how you can do that. Definitely different. I actually put it on my camera tripod, and I'll do it when I do the beam shots as well. So very cool. You can do that. So out of the box, you turn it on by just clicking the button, and you have your low mode. I mean, it's moonlight. You cannot even see it. It's a true moonlight. Can't even talk. True moonlight mode. I can't remember the lumens on this. Trying to find it out. 2, I believe. No, your moon is 2. Yeah. And then it goes to. It's a ramping style. So you just hold down this button, and it slowly gets brighter, brighter. It kind of tops out at your high, and then you click on the button again, and it goes all the way back down to moonlight. So actually, I really like the ramping. It's fast and smooth, and it works really well. Oh man, I'm shining off this back whiteboard I have. Ooh, that is bright. So bright. So pretty cool. You can program it though in 12 different modes. It's pretty complex. I'm actually not going to spend any time on that, because for me it would make this video way longer, and there's probably already some good reviews on there on how to do that. You do get some good manuals on here on how to do it as well. I just like, you can disable the ramping if you don't like it and go to like a push button. I like the ramping. I think for this style of light, I think it works really well. Just hold down that button and you're good to go, and you can kind of choose your desired brightness all the way up all the way from 2 lumens down to, or excuse me, 2 lumens all the way up to 5,000 lumens, and then back down to 2. You can't even see that. Turn off all these overhead lights so you can maybe see it. How you can, I mean, it's not even gonna show up on camera, I don't think. Oh yeah, you can barely make it on my hand there. So that's your lowest mode. So let's go ahead and go outside, do some beam shots. That's one of the fun things about these kind of flashlights. One thing that's really interesting on this light is that green light is always on. It's kind of strange. I feel like that's going to drain the battery, but the battery has, I mean, it takes 4 18650s, so your runtime should be pretty dang long on this guy. It is IPX8 waterproof, weighs 400 grams without the batteries. I'm going to give you a battery with all 4 batteries in there. How much it weighs. 1 pound, 4.7 ounces. It's definitely not the lightest weight flashlight, but for this size, what do you expect, right? And for the amount of power this thing has, who's complaining about that weight? especially because you can throw it on a tripod if you want to. It's a the type of, by the way, the type of emitters are Cree XPL HD V6 3Ds. So pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and have some fun. Take it outside, look at the beam shots, and then we'll come back up and wrap the video. All right, here's A6 on midlight. It's on low, medium, high, turbo, crazy bright. Oh nope, that wasn't turbo, that was high. That's turbo, jeez. Nope, that's turbo. How many eyes does this thing have? It really does have that many. Wow, crazy. But just give you, we'll go on like medium mode here to give you an idea of the beam pattern, the corona, the hotspot. There's not a, it's a pretty large hotspot. And there's not a defined hotspot versus the corona. It's kind of just there. So it's kind of nice actually. I like that beam pattern quite a bit. Let's take them outside and see how they are. All right, I'm outside testing the BLF Q8. Q8? Say that right? Yes, Q8. Got it tail standing now. It's not even on high, and it's lighting up this area. Be careful when I go close to it, because it's so bright. Look at this flood on this thing. It's crazy. Okay, that wasn't on highest mode. That's 5,000 freaking lumens. Incredible. This is running on 4 18650s right now. Okay, we're going to take the camera off the tripod and show you one really cool feature of this. Alright, so I don't normally film like this. Obviously I film on a tripod so you don't get shaky camera, but check this out. It's a BLF Q8 on a tripod. Go up, down, I mean, so you get a nice stable platform. That's not even on high. I don't want to piss my neighbors off, but there's on 5,000 lumens. So if you want to use this as a bona fide searchlight, or if you want to use it as like a backup light in your campsite, or just, there's all kinds of uses. It's super cool that it has this attachment for the tripod. Very cool. If you need to concentrate a light on a certain area for a long period of time, if you're working on something, you know, it's just got so many uses, and it's stationary, and you don't have to hold it hands-free. So very cool feature. Probably one of the coolest parts of this light, I think. Alright guys, you can see pretty impressive performance from this light. I love the fact you can throw it on a tripod. What would you use this light for? It's you know, kind of like a searchlight, you know, for emergency responders or something you need to find some in the mountains, because it's got a really good throw, plus it's got a nice good, you know, amount of flood on it as well. It's not all throw like a lot of some lights are. They're kind of just, it's a good combination of both. It's pretty big, not gonna lie. Doesn't come with a holster. It does have some spare O-rings in the box, but no lanyard attachment. So there's probably some kind of sort of holster out there you could fit this into, I'm sure. Interesting they chose not to do a lanyard attachment on such a big knife, or knife. Heck, I'm having a hard time with that today. Light, you know, but it fits in your hand just fine. But I think that tripod is definitely going to be pretty handy to have attachment, because you can throw that on there and use it really as a searchlight and not have to, you know, necessarily hold it in your hand if you don't want to. Other than that, guys, it's definitely a flashlight for enthusiasts. It's, I mean, it could definitely be used for search and rescue and those kind of things. More than anything, it's just for fun, and it's a cool toy to have. And I can see it being, what I've thought I would use it for is camping, because it will tail stand, and this sucker is going to light up your campsite, man. If you hold that up and tail stand it, it's going to light it up. Or if you wanted to put it on a tripod, like one of these mini guys like this, these are cheap. I think I got this on Amazon years ago. you could do that as well and use it at your campsite for whatever. And you got a low enough mode with moonlight that, you know, this isn't, I've gone up a few for moonlight, but you know, if you want to play cards at your camp table, whatever, this will light up the night for you. So, you know, it definitely has its uses. Definitely, I would say more for flashlight enthusiasts, but it definitely is a very useful tool. So you have $60 price point on this, or just sub $60. I'll put a link in the description for Banggood, where you can get this light. I'll try to see if I can get some discount codes as well, which would be nice. But a very cool light. I'm very stoked I got to try it out. I want to thank Banggood again for sending this in for review, because it's neat. It's something that I wouldn't necessarily... I've had it on my wish list for a long time on Amazon to buy it, and I just haven't pulled the trigger on it because there was not really like a lot of practical application to it for me. But very cool to be able to check it out and do a video on it. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.